Hello viewers, my name is Ronways Gamgee, and welcome to the Quick and Dirty Role-Playing channel. This episode is going to be structured a bit differently. It's going to be unscripted, and I'm mainly going to focus on showing some of the books that I have on my bookshelf over there. I'm going to display a handful of books and give just a brief overview on each of the books. Enjoy. This is the Savage Worlds Deluxe Explorers Edition. There's a newer edition out called the Adventurer Edition, but I don't have that one yet because personally the price difference, it doesn't warrant like a new purchase. It has a lot of the same stuff that the Explorers Edition does, but just like additional options. This, as you can see, is it's smaller and also soft cover. These actually cost, when they were on sale, they cost $10, which is a freaking steal. I actually have 3 copies of this, so I can hand out to like other players and whatnot. And I think that was also a similar situation with another RPG I'm going to talk about later on, where the softcover was dirt cheap, so I just bought a bunch of copies. This is also another go-to system that I use whenever I want to do something more generic, more adaptable, but without having to resort to D&D. I feel that with Savage Worlds you can do pretty much anything you can do with D&D with less hassle and just for more varied possibilities. Like, it has simple rules for called shots, and it accommodates for hit locations, but that's not like a base thing. And despite a lot of criticisms about characters appearing like too similar or whatnot, I don't know, I just think that's I think that's a dumb distinction. But you can't go wrong using Savage Worlds as your base system. Another critique that I've heard people have for it has to do with the way damage is dealt, because it's basically like a threshold target number, and simply by passing it, but not by a certain amount, like you kind of like stun the character, and to deal like lasting injuries, you have to go like beyond that amount. And every time that happens, you have to do like math in your head, like breaking things into like chunks of 4. It's something that I've gotten used to, but I can see how I can put off other people. And also, it uses attributes and skills with different polyhedrals, which I like, but it turns off a lot of other people. And the exploding dice mechanic is lots of fun. Whenever you just like keep on rolling the maximum amount of a die, and just someone just pops. This is the Savage Worlds Superpowers Companion. This is basically a supplement to incorporate superpowers into a game using Savage Worlds. More specifically, it lets Savage Worlds characters have superpowers. Now, unlike other, I guess, like generic systems that are like point-based, where it simply has powers incorporated into like the character's point budget, for the Superpowers Companion, it tacks on basically like a separate point budget from Savage Worlds, because even though Savage Worlds is generic, it's not really a point budget system. Like when you create a character, you have attribute points, to assign dice to your attributes. You have skill points to assign dice to your skills. You also have edges that you can pick from, and picking hindrances will allow you to buy more skills or another edge, or increase an attribute by another die type. And when you advance, it's kind of like levels, so to speak. So each advance gives you one of several choices. The Superpowers Companion, it's separate from all of that. It says here's points for you to buy superpowers, depending on the power level of the campaign. You get this amount of points, and you cannot spend more power points into a single superpower. And once you're done with that, you don't get any more power points to increase your power as you go up in rank. But aside from that, you can make a host of different kinds of characters, and even though the damage can get crazy, because you're the damage power, it just adds more D6 damage dice. You can create a lot of different kinds of characters, and you can tweak the way that powers work with power modifiers. Similarly to into Masterminds, the math is also similarly simple. Either increasing, I think it might be even more simple with this, because rather than increasing the power cost per rank, it just costs more or less points based on if the power modifier is more beneficial or detrimental. Alright, and that's about it for now. Stay tuned for the next episode, where I'm going to show another handful of books and give a brief overview of them. My main focus is to keep these episodes at most 10 minutes or so long, so that I can take advantage of the audience's generally short attention span. Sorry if that offends you, but it is what it is. If you have any comments regarding any of the games that I've shown, please leave a respectful comment at the comment section. Other than that, take care and play to find out what happens.